Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Wilhelm Startin. We are back tonight with more Horizon Forbidden West. We'll be so the next few Wednesdays and Fridays, if I can manage, I will be pushing through to the end of the base game, and then we'll be taking another mid-season break because my dumbass forgot that Spider-Man Miles Morales has a bit more of a post game. So, oops. But just give me a moment to finish posting the notification and we will be ready to go. Literally got one more post to go and we will be ready. Again, I don't know how to automate this, so apologies. There we go. And might as well see if I can...
Going in the Discord, uninstalled Sony app.
Which means I'll sound like I'm talking to myself. Better get on that, Sony.
Dude.
I mean, I usually sound like I'm talking to myself, so...
Shadow banned me.
Yeah, which is kind of horseshit. Although it's probably more of a soft ban than anything else. Anyway. So, joining on PS5. There we go. Can you hear me, Boss Hunter? Really? Really? Just missed that. There we go. Jeez. Speaking of which, I gotta shift the audio balance. No, no need. No need. I can hear you better now. That reminds me, what'd you think of, speaking of screaming, but not the horrified kind, what did you think of the details I shared? No, yeah, I know it's sorry for the wall of text, but just read it out loud and give me your thoughts here and there. All right, I need to get all the way over here. Quests. But for no, can you repeat that last part before the collateral damage part? Long story short, Dummy Corporate does not like the weapons division bringing undue attention. And what's a good way to bring undue attention to their operations? Collateral damage. So they basically try to engage in back alleys and shit. You know, places where foot traffic's not going to be particularly high, and thus attention's. Hold on. No, I don't think I did. Yup. Yep. Also, we're about to start big plot point. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Yep. Oh boy. Oh geez. I mean, if they know me, they know that certain kinds of monster girls turn me on. Again, like
Would
okay.
smash everything I'm showing him.
Not everything, no. No, not everything. No, not everything. I have my limits. Yeah, no, 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 no. No, I'm sorry, but let's just say that mouths being in certain places, in certain specific places they should not be, is a definite turnoff. There's a certain kind of danger play I do not care for. Eh,
Welcome back.
nope.
Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
Yeah, but a sufficiently intelligent slime will also know to take a form that's less frightening. Just saying. I mean, again, it depends. It really depends. Like basically, yeah, no shit. Like the number of places teeth show up on those. Oh, that reminds me, Fang is so to kind of explain more quickly the sort of thing with Fang. No, 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 no. Basically, just regarding origins, basically the best way that I can describe the relationship between Fang and I is we're sort of like a reverse Venom, where we used to be the same singular being and ended up having to split off from each other, physically speaking. Yep.
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus
Hold
is
on, we got a
sick.
cutscene.
It has
Cutscene.
accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
Oof.
With your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed, right?
Correct, but the net effect is that absorbing Hephaestus will take
The
longer
cord
than
alone.
previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
Crap.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths.
Yup. Son of a bitch.
2 cores. 2 overrides. What if the merge were carried out in 2
No,
clones?
no, they haven't recovered Apollo, but they were able to get a bunch of the other subfunctions, enough that they were able to increase Gaia's processing capacity to essentially match and even exceed Hephaestus's, but not by so much that it won't still take a while. He's pretty deeply rooted in the Cauldron network.
Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance. How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of 2 operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies.
Who'd you say you're hoping doesn't die?
It would reduce the merge time to approximately
Cyan's off doing her own thing. Don't worry about her.
Carl, it looks like
The big sweet
General
blue ball of light, she'll be
Do you
fine.
think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Don't worry, the sweet AI baby is gonna be fine.
If fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the
I know, she's so lonely.
Can operate one without shooting himself.
Yeah, she was so lonely.
You better get down here. Beta's in
Mm.
bad shape.
Okay.
Yeah, and fun, and just a reminder, that was when we first met Hephaestus. So, yay, brought that full circle.
Aloy, I believe Varl is still waiting for you outside Beta's room.
I know.
Survival.
Talk about something else first.
As you wish.
Nia, chill. No shit. Again, like right now, he's prioritizing his own short-term survival. About the old world. Oh boy, we got an info dump here.
I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary
Increase the
plant
what?
species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been
What do you mean?
able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
No, I'm not at that part yet.
Unfortunately, it will have
I
to
think that's saved for the DLC.
control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we
Chill,
need
kitty
Festus.
cat.
It's something to
I'm
look into.
busy, knucklehead. Don't mess with the keyboard, knucklehead. Seriously, Nia. Cat's got the zoomies.
So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh-agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know?
By the way, are you catching the stream audio okay?
Other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
No, I'm saying like the audio balance. You're still getting the in-game audio okay, yes?
If they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh plague in time,
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never happen.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need to test it real quick because
The Pharaoh war machines would eventually could contain the swarm.
so Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen
Okay.
fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
with the technology, yes, not biologically. Okay, so canonically, she is a biologically normal human being. Like any of her more impressive feats are essentially just for cinematic dramatic effect. They're just willing suspension of disbelief.
When I dove down into Vegas, I found data about the man who built the dome.
I mean, have you seen some of the freaking ammo types some of the ammo types that she takes to the face in gameplay? Yeah, no. So gameplay doesn't count. Cutscenes only. And if I remember correctly, she's never shown taking a direct hit from an elemental ammo type in cutscenes. I'm pretty sure. I mean, she's definitely taken damage. I mean, Gila saw to that. She's probably gonna have that scar on her throat for a while.
But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it?
Mm.
Try to save it.
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they choose to flee.
Somebody actually, some idiot decided they'd redesign her all frickin' dolled up. And somebody pointed out what a stupid idea it is to have makeup and eyeliner when all that sweat is going to cause it to run and burn her eyes when she's an archer. Yeah. What? What? What happened? What did I do? No. No, I'm just saying it's kind of funny. I'm just saying it was funny. Anyway, did you read the wall?
What he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for
I
someone
mean,
to-
6-1, quite frankly, where they're concerned. Hey, cat, stop messing with stuff.
found
Leave it.
thieves. What do you think Ted would have done if his life extension treatments had worked?
It seems he convinced himself it was his duty to guide future humans. Given the tribal nature of new humans and his ability to use Omega clearance from the terror,
She's swatting my hand.
he would have convinced one or more tribes to work
You cheeky little.
Okay. Yep, glad that
Chill.
happened.
Hey, cat, chill. Jeez.
Aside from Gaia Prime and Thebes, there was one other underground facility that was sealed before the Pharaoh Plague reached it. Elysium. The place where Zero Dawn staff and their families went to live out their lives. Do you know what happened to it?
Elysium was designed to
Stop
provide
messing with stuff, cat.
for 100 years. My data indicates the facility went offline well before then.
Oh, easy.
Did the Pharaoh Plague find them?
Unknown. My connection to the facility was abruptly severed.
Okay, I think I know what we're going to be dealing with in the third game, at least in part. Because this one took us to Thebes. Boss Hunter. Yeah, I got that, but I'm saying in much the same way as this game took us to Thebes because it had something we needed, I would not be surprised. I think the cat froze my laptop. Yeah, the stream's going just fine because I'm running it off of the PS5. I think the way the cat jumped on the laptop froze it. Yep. Yep. Meaning I'm just no, I'm forcing a shutdown and booting it back up, which means I'll be without Stream Manager for a moment. Let me just pull up the. There we go. We're good. I've got the. It's being the manager itself is being ran off my phone now, but the stream itself is being ran through the PS5.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned
No, it's just a basic bitch interface ran through the Twitch app.
Construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes.
And even then, it's just temporary.
But the rest of the facility sustained damage. So she began again. A second
More like Mother Nature has gone completely haywire
She abandoned the
because the terraforming system wasn't fully complete.
Are the quakes still happening?
or rather, the terraforming system wasn't fully working properly.
Instabilities
Basically,
facilities in
uh, the extinction signal caused the subfunctions to basically act up so badly that they actively wrecked the ecosystem. And now, the reason we're trying to get it fixed is because the domino effect that created is sending the biosphere hurtling toward extinction again.
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Fair...
The biosphere, the biosphere is essentially the sum total of all of the life on the planet. Also, it looks like the laptop's having to scan and repair the drive. I'm really hoping that the cat didn't break the laptop jumping on it like that. Yeah, it's 3%, so stop it, cat. Oh my god, she is being a real turd. I might have to AFK for a moment. I think she's hungry. She's hungry. I'm just gonna pause it real quick. And resume. Well, it ain't a starting brand stream without starting brand scuff, am I right? And
create a clearance level higher than Alpha. Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he
Cringe.
tasked his own engineers with
Cringe.
creating a
And?
backdoor to the zero-defense
Cringe.
system.
You think I care that I'm cringe? I'm just doing and saying what comes naturally.
Predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database.
And?
It is, in effect, a blind spot,
And?
one that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus.
So you're saying, so you're saying, so you're saying that me talking like my age,
As you wish.
like the autistic millennial I am,
We now
is
have
somehow a deal
Hephaestus
breaker for your buddy writing that story?
Alpha clearance.
Which is why I got Ted Farrow's Omega
Yeah,
clearance.
just trying to bully again. Just oh, believe me, 5 years ago,
Pulse generators.
believe me, 5 years ago, getting under my skin would have been infinitely easier.
On one of the facility's
I was
cores.
going through some shit.
The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega
Mm-hmm.
clearance will allow you to trap it.
Yep.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
What? Which
How long
tag?
will that take?
Because the work will be split between you and Beta, it will take
Nope.
approximately
Not particularly.
4.5
Not unless she's a yin.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position in a quadrant
It reminds me of that one. It reminds me of that one line from. It reminds me of that one line from Crazy Rap, aka Colt 45. Uh, let's just say that the verse started with, "I met this girl in Hollywood." Funny as hell.
Demeter and Poseidon. How's the biosphere looking?
You know what I'm talking about.
Superstorms have subsided, water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
still need to go through that a little further, but I mean, dragons are a good start.
For good, right?
Although I definitely prefer dragons on the larger side.
To design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
You're reaching a little, but other than that, you're fine. Anyway, so like I was saying though, so
Almost like what was
let's
lost
continue with the details.
before
Let
was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears makes me
Yup.
quite sorry.
No, I got you.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
All this data I've picked up in ancient
What, and full blown dragonesses isn't dangerous?
From my observations,
Sup?
your companions
Hey, Ravu.
with this material.
Yeah, Boss Hunter, your bestie's here.
The game is very quiet.
He appears
Oh,
perplexed by
damn it, I was afraid of that. Boss Hunter said that.
Bestie.
Hold on, gonna have to rebalance the audio balance again. Crap. Alright.
Bestie.
Oh boy. Really stress testing the the TTS, huh?
by the tradition of serving a sweet confection,
Is that better, Ravu?
as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested
I
we
was
host a
holding
party
baby
for you
chickens.
as a
Aww.
surprise.
Yes, much better.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Apparently, PlayStation voice. So, hold on. Basically, the voice. It thought I was trying to use a voice command.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on
Basically,
war machine progression and significant battles
The voice
during
command
the
system
Pharaoh
thought
Plague
that it heard
to
me
aid in
making
the creation
said
of a
command.
war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old.
Are you talking about what Guy had just said? Oh yeah, I was telling Aravu that the PlayStation voice chat. Son of a bitch. Anyway, the voice chat was not the voice chat was not cooperating. You saw it. So this one's scuff heavy. I can't use the big PS word then.
Iravu.
Also, laptop is almost done rebooting.
Please come in.
Yeah, the Discord chat.
What you mean?
Iravu, the Discord chat.
Oh.
Backstage, yeah. Jeez. Okay, Boss Hunter, you almost sounded like R2D2 flipping out just now.
Brain ain't on 2 secs.
World warfare.
Ooh, did I touch a nerve? You came here to bully me, but you're the one getting. I'm sorry. Holy shit. You okay, Boss Hunter? The fuck? You okay, Boss Hunter? Seriously, Real talk. You okay? Yeah, you just got a little dramatic there, trying to be funny. Hey, hey. Oh, hey, Chaos.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has
Hmm.
repeatedly
Gotta
declined.
do
Yeah,
some
but,
tech stuff to enable a mic. Give me a second to join and all that.
Yeah. But basically, the PSN party chat's no longer going to be an option. At least not where Boss Hunter and Rav are concerned, because BlueStacks, apparently Sony doesn't like us using that. Basically, it seems they may or may not have shadow banned Boss Hunter. So, Discord chat's the only way that he and Arabu are going to be able to chat here. So, I really wish Sony would hop to it and add
How's all of us settling?
proper support.
As soon as she arrived, Alva was eager to study the data in the archive. A particular file soon caught her attention. Information about a machine assistant devoted to keeping living spaces neat and orderly. I informed her that once I am empowered with the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to design such a machine.
I'm sure she'll like that.
Jeez. Oh boy.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
Further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground. So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how
Same.
Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
What do you mean accidentally bought?
Exactly.
Ted was trying to make himself immortal. Didn't end well for him.
For every success, there are many more failed attempts.
You know, wait, how did you buy it by accident?
More grotesque than others.
Did you not hear?
The Zeniths.
$70 standard,
Gerard, Eric,
probably.
Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda.
Okay, everybody, hold up. Chaos, hold the fuck up. You accidentally bought a special edition? I mean, don't get me wrong, I've heard great things about Baldur's Gate 3, but still. You lost 80... You sleep shopped? Chaos, you... Oh, my sympathies. That's you might want to check your financial, you might want to check your banking records, make sure you haven't made similar purchases before, because yeesh.
Did she ever mention her to you?
No,
You didn't open it, did you? You did open it. Oh, well, there goes any chance of a refund. Crap. Yeah, just stream the game, make what return you can off it. Again, by all rights, I've heard it's a good game. So, I can think of worse games to buy by accident. The actually crap games that and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have I have bought actual crap I have bought actual crap games on sale knowing they are crap because I am a fan of notoriously bad games. I bought Marvel's Avengers while it was way on sale, like dirt cheap, because again, dirt cheap, notoriously shit game. I bought Anthem dirt cheap because dirt cheap and notoriously bad game. I bought Cyberpunk 2077 before they fixed it because dirt cheap and at the time, notoriously bad game. And yes, it did crash my PS4 a couple of times. Yes. Hi, Ravu. That said, I gotta AFK real quick. Well, give me a sec. There we go. Oof. That's pretty bad.
It often spoke of her work, or told
Jeez.
stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit
Holy
of their
crap.
goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Jesus. Oh.
I guess I should get...
As you said.
Oh. By the way, real quick, I got something to show you guys before I continue with this exposition dump. Where is... There it is. Iravu, this is the one I was telling you about. That's the Dreadwing. The bodying me. You love it, don't you, Iravu? Yes, it does. Okay, so let's look at the parts. So you've got of course the entire frame. Then you have the flash blinders, which are basically its ears. Hold on. Let me just get it off my ear so it doesn't hurt me. Okay, go ahead, Iravu.
Robo, are you paying attention?
Iravu, are you?
Okay, so,
Can
now I'm thinking of an armored Irabu concept.
go on.
Right? Irabu, but he wears like knight's armor or something like this.
I mean, day to day, I either dress like a homeless man or I dress like a gothic Hamilton
Irabu,
character.
I'm talking about the avatar you plan to have restoration.
Oh, so let's check each of these.
Yes.
Scorcher. All right.
Again, that's what I mean by armor.
I'm gonna crank it back down though.
Actually pulls up like a
Actually,
where
well, there's actually an
Not a
idea.
skeleton, or you could do like a Robo Iravu, which is just a shameless copy of the Dreadwing, except under your specific taste.
Jeez.
I mean, those are also pretty cool. Hey, boss, check your DM.
Anyway, turn that back down now. There we go. Oh, but yeah, Boss Hunter, why don't you air out a little bit of my dirty laundry and read off the wall that I sent you last night or yesterday?
Hey, Gaia. It's me.
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
Real quick. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, I got you. I've got sibling issues too, but yeah, just a quick recap. Sam and Sue are a pair of otter siblings. I think I made them otters. That started a sushi restaurant that is called Sam and Sue She's Salmon Sushi. Like basically, the conveyor belt sushi is all salmon. But they do have a greater variety in stock. Anyway, Boss Hunter, continue. Oh wait, one more thing. One more thing. A professional MMA fighter, and Salmon Sushi's, et cetera, are her sponsor. And Norm is actually their head of marketing. Boss Hunter, continue.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears
Meanwhile, Norm was
Zenith
just
had
kidnapped.
an informant during the development
Yeah,
of
basically. Okay, so real talk.
Hank Shaw.
I basically
He was supposed
took
to
all
steal a
of the
copy of the
pent-up
system for Far
Chunibyo
Zenith,
whatnot that had been
Elizabeth and
pooling in
Travis'
my
team
brain
caught him first.
since actual middle school, and then just
It is likely
dumped
for
it into the
Zenith
channel.
acquired knowledge on the system's design through him,
Just for fun.
despite his failure.
Sorry, not sorry. Noisy dogs.
So, once Hephaestus has been covered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Ah,
Yes.
crap.
And to program
I
their
mean,
behavior
when you
or even control them directly.
yeah, I mean, you did kind of
So you could build an army
you
of
did kind of
machines.
shout. So
Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our
Yup.
only option. I must admit, however,
Yeesh.
that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her know.
Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
Well, that's a relief. Be nice not to have to fight my way through a storm anymore.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
There we go.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. The one in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there.
Yep. That works.
Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. I was able to mitigate most soil conditions and restore
Yep.
temporary
I was.
You should notice less
I will
rapid
say,
plant growth
if
in the
Easy
area.
ever offers
Maybe that'll give
a
Clone
free
Songs Fields a
commission
chance to
again
recover.
as a prize for Marbles on Stream,
Given that the
jump
Utaro's
on
land
that
gods are
shit.
functioning
It's
properly,
how I got my profile
I
picture.
expect the land
I
will
want it.
yield a modest harvest.
The first of many, hopefully.
Nice. Nice.
There's something I'm still trying to figure out. Why was Demeter using flying machines to distribute metal flowers?
In its deranged state, Demeter was defending itself against a robotic swarm that would devour all plant life.
The Feral
Ooh.
Plague was still happening?
Oh, speaking of Wendigos, because reasons.
As part of its directive
Did you guys hear that
overseeing
Has Been
its
Hotel
vegetation,
finally has a not only
it
a
sought to
proper
protect
release
plant
window,
life at all costs.
January
And
of next
considering
year,
it had 20
but
years to
also
proliferate,
it has a release
I expect
platform.
you will
It's coming to
continue find
Prime
the fruits
Video.
of its efforts for some time.
And
It's a good thing I have the code to dissolve the
and
bonds
hold
then.
on, and season 2 is already in production. Yes. Let's be honest, it's going to be TVMA. It will be TVMA. You got to remember, it's coming to Prime Video, home of The Boys and Invincible. Yeah. No
Were
shit.
you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yeah.
Which reminds me, and I'm sorry to those watching the VOD with all the interruptions.
Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified. As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the
No
coast.
shit. That's one of the reasons
Maybe I'll
why.
look into it
Oh,
when I
by the
can.
way, yeah, that first 10-15 seconds having a swear penalty is one of the reasons why I have reserved the first half minute or so of my streams for posting the notification, so I have an excuse not to talk.
So Poseidon spent the last 20 years
No,
hiding
I
out in
post the
Las Vegas.
VODs to, I
From the
export
data
the
I
VODs
found,
to YouTube
seems the city
after
had an advanced water
after
reclamation
the
system.
minimum wait time that
Is that
Twitch
why Poseidon went
requires
there?
for affiliates. Like there's a
Most
minimum wait
likely.
time before which
In an
you're not
effort to
allowed
protect
to
itself,
export the
Poseidon
VOD.
sought out a
Once
safe
once
harbor
I've
where it could
waited that
access
out,
water supply
I
functions.
basically
There,
at that
buried
point I
in
just
peace to a
export all
protective
the
dome,
videos for that past
it
week
could guard
once the
against
latest
any
of them
threats.
has
Free
exceeded
Osram
that wait
Showman.
time.
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
One of the reasons why I'm not exactly fond of streaming on Saturdays is because Sunday is the day that I usually do the export.
The
Each
missing
week.
subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuther
No,
was
I just use the
responsible for nurturing and
one
acculturating
on
a new generation
Twitch's
of human
dashboard.
beings. Apollo
Just to
was
export it
tasked with
directly to
preserving,
YouTube.
organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived
You okay, Boss
Apollo
Hunter?
data was purged on the 2nd of February.
Please tell me that was just a stretch.
2066 by order of Ted Farrow.
Ted Farrow is a cancer.
Guess he got what he deserved.
Or
And
I should say was. I should say
An igneous
I should say he was a cancer. CO saw it to past
all three
tensing
of the
that.
missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their
And I still think it's funny how this like these past several years, people have started coming up with more colorful words for kill, like unalive and past tense. Jesus. I'm just saying. No, I mean like more brief terms. Again, unalive and past tense are my two favorites.
The remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density, empowering my overall function. Unfortunately, as we now know they are in the possession of Far Zenith, attaining them in the short term is very likely impossible.
I guess our best.
Well, I guess. Guys, Far Zenith has Apollo. Far Zenith has a copy of Apollo. We're going to be raiding Far Zenith for Apollo. Ew. Did somebody say raiding a cabal of very wealthy, very intelligent individuals?
Shot at recovering them is by taking over the Zenith base. But we'll need Hephaestus and a bunch of combat machines to do that.
Correct.
I'll say this much. The head of Dummy's weapons division is an awful lot like Eric. So I have fun. Breaking his toys.
I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy.
Oh, absolutely. Wait, did I already clear out all the?
Hey,
Did I
Gaia.
clear out all the
Welcome back,
topics?
Aloy.
Really? Seriously, just what? Yep, looks like I've
I'll be on my way.
gotten all of that.
I wish you safe travels.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Did you grab quick PSA both for you guys and for hold on, guys. Don't forget to grab We Were Here Friendship Edition. It is free to grab and for a limited time. But once you got it, you can keep it. And it's just a shorter. It's just a actually it's available on Steam as well. I grabbed it on PlayStation, but I believe it's available on Steam. Like I said, it's called We Were Here Friendship Edition. We Were Here Friendship Edition. Also, we gotta go see Beta.
Aloy,
Dr. Varl.
I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
Crap.
We don't
Yeah,
have a
she's
choice.
locked herself in her room too.
Good luck.
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever.
Huh. So, which one do you guys say we should go with? Because each of these is kind of good. Yes. What? I know what you're referring to. This is not quite a blind run. I am aware of where the plot is going. So, bearing that in mind, which of these are we going to go with?
Varl and I will be at Gemini too. I'll protect you. As soon as we get Hephaestus, we'll come straight back here. The Zeniths aren't going to find us. You don't have to be afraid. No! You can't protect me. Nothing can protect me from them.
No, they do not. But they do show a hologram that very clearly represents roughly what he looks like. And it ain't pretty. So Boss Hunter, you remember what did I keep calling Ted Farrow? It basically just turned into a giant tumor. And again, that is how you write foreshadowing into a joke.
I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless.
What was that?
Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't.
Oh boy.
I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
Rost. That's the difference. Aloy had Rost. She had someone that raised her to be a person, not to be a tool. Damn right.
Beta, you don't have a defect. Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Rost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having the strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. But it looks impossible. Look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way.
What happened? You saw it, didn't you, Boss Hunter? Yup. Yup. Oh boy. Yep. Yep. You're talking about the things we found at Thebes. Not pleasant. Yeah. He also dragged along the daughter of the doctor that was keeping him alive as collateral, essentially, or as a hostage, essentially. And he also brought along his personal guru, who freaked out after finding out that Ted had deleted Apollo. The same guru who Ted thought was telling him to do so. Basically, he had insinuated that our technology was a curse. Ted took that to mean that the solution to keep the New World's humans from repeating our mistakes would be to wipe any and all trace of those mistakes. When really he would have just been doing it to ease his own damn conscience. Fucking coward.
I'll go. You said you'd try to protect me. I believe you. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise.
If they take you back, this very quickly becomes a rescue mission.
I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible.
And honestly, personally, when it comes to rescue missions, when they basically can't afford, to kill the captive, I'm a down the front door approach. When they can't afford to kill their captive, just did somebody order a pizza?
I swear.
Aloy, whenever you are ready, come speak to me and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for the mission.
Boss, are you still there? Oh crap, it's... Yeah. 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 But you guys didn't hear the bit about, you guys didn't hear the joke about rescue missions? We're gonna to talk to everybody
Hey, I thought I'd
one more
check
time
in
before we head
leaving
out.
for Gemini.
Are you sure we shouldn't be checking up on you? Whatever went on between you and Beta sounded intense. Not that I'm judging. Forge knows all the screws flew loose every time Mercer and I fought.
I think we'll be fine from now on.
I'm glad to hear it.
After we get Hephaestus, we'll be taking the fight to the Zeniths. So, no more reading.
It wasn't that bad. Not really. Besides, going through all that data helped me realize something. You know, the soldiers, the ones that fought the Pharaoh machines so Gaia could be built, they were fighting a battle that couldn't be won. Not with all the weapons in the world. I think most of them realized that, whether anyone said it or not. They still did it, though.
Exactly.
They bought time for all the eggheads working to save the future. Our future. As long as I can do that for you, I'll consider myself a success.
Thank you, Erend. I'm glad you're with me.
Okay, enough. I'm gonna get emotional.
Yeah, I think I can see it. I haven't played in a while, but I think I know what we're talking about.
Anybody take you up on that ale you brought yet?
Zoe can't stand the smell of it. I tried Alva,
Right.
but I don't think she knows what taking a break means.
Huh.
And I'm not putting Varl anywhere near that stuff after that victory party in Meridian.
What about
Right.
Vitalo?
Now there's a man that can hold his liquor. Pretty sure we downed half a keg. We had a good chat, I think.
I should go.
Same here. I got a date with a cauldron to prepare for.
Uh, looks like Alva has a side. Oh, whoops! Looks like Alva has a side quest for us. We'll get that shortly. Now we're gonna check to see. First workbench. Nothing available yet. And since we haven't tackled any other cauldrons yet. But yeah, Boss Hunter, like I was saying earlier, after I've finished the base game's main story, before I even start Burning Shores, I will be going on another mid-season hiatus for my Horizon streams to get back to Spider-Man Miles Morales, because I forgot it has a bit of a post-game. Not to mention, I also want to take on those enemy bases.
I was hoping we could speak nearby.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Anyway, let's talk to Zoe next. Yeah. Yup.
Hey, we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. You good with the plan?
I've already got the location of my assigned
Oh,
cauldron.
by the way, a whole bunch of Pete and Miles costumes from the first two games will be making the jump to the sequel.
Good.
I heard you and Beta had a talk.
News travels fast.
It wasn't exactly a quiet conversation.
There were just things that needed to be
Well,
said.
again, given what a hit it was, I
healthy
wouldn't be
crop to those
surprised.
who clear the weeds between them, as the Utaru say. Oh, I also.
I
wanted to give you this.
mean, I
For helping
mean,
with the land gods.
considering the core gimmick,
Plain song is in your
I
deck.
would say that
Thank you, Zoe.
it was really
Deserve
cool,
much
really
more
neat,
rather
and
than
something that a
May
lot
the
of
land
players will
always
probably
be
play
in your
around
steps.
with.
And yours? How to go with the chorus after we fix the land gods?
They were shocked
Right.
when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good
Yep.
news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation
Yup.
to be highly enjoyable.
Agreed.
I'm glad. You deserve it.
Crazy cat knocking shit over.
They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them.
It probably will. I mean, I think the actors might be more of the issue, but you know what? Like, this has been a good year for unions. This has been a great year for unions to show they have staying power, as well as right. But it's starting to show the necessity of unions. I mean, voice actors, basically SAG-AFTRA even signed off on striking against the video game industry, specifically against some of the 10 biggest publishers.
You look like you have something on your mind.
Well, Baldur's Gate was already very close to release anyway when this started. Like, all the primary recording was already done.
The more of your data I go through, every voice I hear, every word
but anyway, but basically, of the SAG-AFTRA members that actually voted on the matter,
fighting for that gift,
an overwhelming majority, like 98% of those that voted in favor of striking against the video game industry.
For a moment there, you sounded like far.
Yeah, that's how big of an issue this is to them. Because here's the thing, they had been apparently trying to hide. They're trying to hide stuff in the contract that basically would have allowed them to use the actors' performances to train AI without having to pay them any royalties or any other residuals whatsoever for the AI's recreation of their performance. No shit.
I should go.
As soon as you intend to leave for Gemini,
you'll hear about it.
I'm just saying that it's kind of BS. Okay, let's see here. No, the issue is not whether or not they can use AI for voice acting. It's whether or not they can do so with the advance consent without screwing over the actor. In other words, it has to be a strictly voluntary decision. And the way they were putting it in the contract, it was not a strictly voluntary decision. It was take the work and feed the AI machine, or don't take the work and go hungry. That's kind of fucked up. And that's why they're striking. Also, so,
I'm no chaplain.
Let me ask you something. Did you hear what happened with James Earl Jones? He signed a contract voluntarily, again, with royalties, allowing his voice to be used to essentially have an AI recreation, presumably with his estate having a final say on a case-by-case basis. I think that's what they did. It's definitely the most foresight.
Are you well?
Had a bit of an issue with Beta. It's better now, though.
In other words, he legally agreed to let his older performances be used to train AI. But again, but in his case, it was a strictly voluntary choice. In other words, that he actually made that choice not as part of a work contract, but rather just in regards to the rights to his auditory likeness. In other words, he basically, as far as I can tell, and again, feel free to fact check me on this, people, but as far as I can tell, he basically just established a copyright under essentially the purview of his estate to his auditory likeness. No. It has to go through his estate. In other words, it's kind of like how the estate of a writer, for example, will manage copyright of their work. So, for example, the Edgar Rice Burroughs estate. Ah, well, that went over my head.
I'm not surprised.
Really? Why not?
I once knew a warrior who discovered he had a brother late in life. It was deeply uncomfortable for him.
Did he ever get over it?
Lol, I didn't get it either.
But not before the two siblings nearly killed each other in a single combat challenge.
Ah. Well, at least I avoided that.
Yes, I did.
I bet people are curious about that new arm of yours.
Hey, at least, unlike Yuzu, I have a reasonably priced hydrate. And if I'm not thirsty, I can always just refund the points.
None more than our Quen ally, I assure you. She couldn't wait to take it apart and figure out how it works. I gave her the data I used to build the thing.
No, I am not. No, I am not, because that is how you get water poisoning, aka overhydration, and that is how a woman died trying to get a Nintendo Wii. Yeah, there was a contest being held by her local radio station. So for those of you who aren't aware, way back in the late 2000s, early 2010s, there was a certain radio station that was holding a contest. It was called Hold Your Wii for a Wii. And basically, people had to just not piss for a while, and whoever lasted the longest got a Nintendo Wii. And a woman actually died of overhydration because of it, and her family sued the station. Did they end up getting the Wii? I would like to think so. Of course they should have thought it through. Of course they should have thought it through. But as history has shown us, they didn't. No. Time is not a flat circle. No. Listen. Time is not a flat circle. Time is a busted up and rusty corkscrew constantly collapsing on itself as it tries to rise higher.
Think you're ready to put all your training to the test?
I am Tenakth. I am always ready.
Yeah.
You nervous about the mission ahead?
Yeah.
If I live, it will be in victory. If I die, it will be in battle. What matters most is that you achieve your objective.
Yeah, basically. Okay, more accurately.
I should go get ready.
Okay, more accurately. Time is not a corkscrew, history is, because humans are stupid. Yes, what about the rocket launch in 2024, Boss Hunter?
What's hiding in
Oh, boy. All right, let's talk to Alva here.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. I was just studying the pulse generator schematics. The ones Gaia and Beta built. The craftsmanship is remarkable.
Honestly, I am really hoping that whatever metric that they are waiting for. Okay, so here's the thing. For those of you at home, Boss Hunter is just speculating about aliens, and all I can say is that if there are aliens, and if they're operating under something resembling Star Trek's Prime Directive, then I am really hoping that humanity is getting close to fulfilling whatever qualifier is necessary. Not necessarily warp drive. Hopefully not warp drive. We are nowhere near ready for that. But hopefully it's some sort of cultural qualifier we're getting close to. Because We need outside help to fix this freaking dumpster fire. We need outside help. So it's not that I think aliens exist. I hope aliens exist because there is no way we are getting this shit fixed by ourselves. We need outside help.
Everything all right? It sounded like there was an issue with...
Boss Hunter, what is the entire pretense of Far Zenith? The world's wealthiest and most well-connected, ditching the rest of us to save their own skins. Yeah, this is why I... So yeah, no. Personally, so again, kind of biting the hand. I think that if Jeff Bezos decides to leave orbit, he should have to pay a tax to come back. Same with Musk and any other person with a net worth of over $1 billion should have to pay. If they leave Earth's orbit, if they enter low Earth orbit, they should have to pay a tax to return. Because clearly they have enough money in the bank. My point. Because they clearly, let me finish, guys. Because they clearly have enough money to fix most of the world's problems by themselves, were they so inclined.
Beta and the mission?
Not anymore. We just needed to talk some things through.
Tough shit. It's about time they paid their fair share to fix this planet, especially when they made such a profit screwing us over.
To understand.
Just saying. That is their debt to society. That is their debt to society that they should have to, if they're the ones that are messing things up, they're the ones that should have to financially pay to fix it. If all they've really got going for them is that they've got money and power and influence, they should be using those, leveraging those to fix the dumpster fire they are creating. Rant over.
Is to embrace truth.
I am aware. But there's a certain point where my frustration boils over and I have to say something. Because it ain't right.
Oh, and if you have a moment, there's something I could use your help with.
Yeah, I realize I'm biting the hand. I am biting the hand, but at the same time, that hand is also the hand that is feeding me is also flipping myself, my viewers, the entire platform, and its entire user base off behind our backs. So, I will bite the hand if I have to. Hey!
Must be strange to think that some of the ancestors your tribe reveres are still alive. And here on Earth, right now.
Yeah, it is.
Did what?
I was curious to know who else besides Eric Visser might be among them. Maybe Nikita Arand? We call her the Spark. The legacy tells us she brought unlimited energy to the old ones. Or Sung Jiao, whom we call the Healer. It is said she found new ways to extend the ancestors' lifespans. But my curiosity fades when I think of how different our view of Visser was compared to the reality that you experienced. Perhaps it is better not to know.
Any more data catch your eye?
All of it? I have so much to study up on. Years, actually. I'm particularly interested in the Odyssey. We knew the ancestors had made it to the moon. In fact, we theorized some of them had settled on it. But Sirius is way farther than that. And we thought journeying across the ocean would be the feat of a lifetime. The sheer calculations needed for space travel. It's overwhelming to think about.
Even so, the Quen are way ahead of other tribes when it comes to understanding this stuff. Where I grew up, everyone thought that stars were sparks that rose from a fire lit by the goddess to guide us through the night.
Oh, that's nice. They're bonding over technology and science and space travel.
Have you spoken with Zoe at all?
A little bit, but I did hear her singing with Varl.
Yeah. There aren't any. There aren't like aside from in a tin can, there aren't any people in space.
Not too long ago. I don't think they noticed. So seemed so free when she did it. Like every emotion she had was taking.
Oh, that reminds. But by the way, guys, have I ever mentioned how I mess with astronauts? With a window cleaning squeegee, just. On any viewports. When nobody's standing next to it, they're like, the hell is that noise? Then they see me. And they're just like, this guy again. That is a what? That is. Okay. Boss Hunter. Also, here's the thing. Boss Hunter. I am banned outside of the local group. You know, so the Milky Way, the Andromeda Galaxy, and all those other galaxies that are close by, I am not allowed to leave the local group. Or more accurately, the local laws of most of the surrounding galaxy clusters do not like me. Like if I set foot there, they know that they can't kill me. If I set foot in any of the surrounding clusters, they will just do everything they can to drive me out. They will do everything they can to make me want to leave because they know they can't kill me. And they also know they can't detain me. Oh, of course he'll lose his mind. Of course he'll lose his mind.
Flight in song. And she looked happier because of it.
Yes.
I felt so dull and nervous in comparison.
You should ask Zoe to teach you sometime about Utaru music.
So in other words, Marty, knowing that Norm, his mom's new boyfriend, has been to space, is going to
heading out to the cauldrons.
You have nothing to worry about. Gaia's explained your plan in detail, as expected from such an efficient AI. I've even received some very
Yep, like you got to realize how fast you'd have to travel to do that.
You know?
We're talking we're talking hundreds, no, probably more like thousands or millions times FDL.
Told me to run.
For now. We'll even the odds soon enough. Anything new around here?
Kotallo showed me the schematics for his new arm. I recall reading about robotic limbs within the Legacy, but I never thought I'd see one in action. Technology like that would be treasured back home. Think of what it could do for injured workers or soldiers.
Right.
But knowing the Imperial family, they would use it for different purposes. Their own.
Yup.
Replacing body parts as they grow older. Like the Zeniths.
Exactly.
You mentioned there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A
Leviathan?
sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth of underground tunnels.
Uh,
The legacy revealed that the old
plot.
ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
You're talking about the Prince of Envy? Oh, that reminds me. Apparently, the way that Hell of a Boss is portraying each of the circles of hell. Yeah, nice. Okay, so they basically portrayed what? I know. No, I got you. I'm just saying. Like, I get you're talking about the actual biblical portrayal of Leviathan. I'm just talking about how this latest season of of Hell of a Boss has further expanded like the not exactly cosmology, but overall societal structure of each ring of hell. So Envy, for example, is basically just suburbia. Like we get to see a couple of like we see a sea creature looking mom and her kid from the Envy ring, and yeah, just a suburban Karen essentially. Okay, hold up. Okay, so first off, Vivzy Pop established that that the Pride Ring is the Pride Ring's the only place that actually gets Earthborn sinners. Like that's the only I forget whether or not they can physically exist there or if it's more nuanced than that. But regardless, yeah, the Pride Ring is mainly for Earthborn sinners, and it's just basically slightly worse Earth essentially. But to answer your question, Has Been Hotel, the pilot does establish that there is at least one person from our reality that is confirmed to be in Has-Been's hell. Specifically, Jeffrey Dahmer. Apparently, he hosts a cooking segment in hell because of goddamn course he does. Yeah. Just watch Little Nicky. They shove a pineapple up his ass on the regular. While making him wear a French maid outfit. That is delightfully demoralizing.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No. Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines than I am.
Of course. I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
Thank you, Aloy.
I should go. Make sure you talk to Gaia if you have any questions about the pulse generators.
Alright, so it looks like we have a side quest, but we're gonna raid.
And like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data.
Give me a moment to
I
prep.
appreciate it.
I didn't say that. I didn't say I'm leaving voice chat. Yep. Yes. We will. Any space travel, I want for the actual locales to be just the actual planetary conditions to be as IRL accurate as possible. We can make up whatever bullshit life that we want to put there, but the actual planetary conditions, I would like for them to be.
If you keep frowning that hard, you'll get wrinkles.
I just don't get this last part.
Oh yeah, like absolutely a life support bubble, of course. But I'm saying like the actual conditions.
I wonder how much snow it'll be this time.
But that said, at this point, I think we can just throw that caution to the wind. Just pick whatever star system we want, and just deviate as much as we please. But we're gonna get ready for the raid. It looks like Yellowmoth VT and Vel are streaming Paradise Killer again. So, well, there we go. But until next time, this is the Wilhelm Starten, raiding and signing off. Don't touch that dial.